Okay, so we got all 6 bolts out. Now we're going to lift the case to show you exactly what to expect on the inside of the Hori stick. Be careful because Hori has a tendency to use, of all things, Scotch tape to tape the wires to the bottom of the stick. You don't want to yank it up and end up pulling out a wire or breaking something. Now, as you can see, this is what the inside of the stick looks like. Each button actually has 2 connections, and what Hori was kind enough to do was actually color code each wire. So, okay, there's 2 wires for that are on one button that are both red. Well, you can write down, and basically you want to write down what color goes to which button. And this is actually the back of a joystick as well. As you can see, it has many switches that basically, as you move the stick from the top, these switches push on little cherry switches. Just like in an arcade. If you go to the arcade and you play a Street Fighter game, it's the same deal. They use cherry switch sticks. So, what we're going to have to do in order to get the custom art on this stick is to remove all of the wires and then remove all of the buttons. And once we do that, we'll be able to actually remove the artwork that's already on the top and add our artwork in our plexiglass top. So what we're going to show you now is how to properly remove these connections. You use a screwdriver and you want to very gently try to nudge it out like you see how we're doing here. You want to be careful not to go too hard because you will break that connection and then you're screwed. You have to totally resolder the end of the connection. Sometimes it can be tricky, so be patient. You don't want to force it. The last thing you want to do is rip like the metal connector right off the button, because then you're really in trouble. You'd have to totally buy a whole new button. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to disconnect all these wires. We're going to write down a listing of the colors of each wire for each button, and then we're going to come back and show you the next step.